All right, Paradisus, the House of Grey. I'm also wearing her third one, Lebena, going through the entire house. House of Grey. Been on the channel before, talked about House of Grey. If you haven't, check out Bohemia. Good stuff. Good stuff. People pushing good stuff. How's everyone doing out there? This is start of my summer. This probably won't be up for another month, so midsummer, who knows? I'm feeling refreshed. It's good to be back. I'm relaxed. Took some time off the videos. Anyways, Paradisus perfume. I don't think this perfume thing's going away anytime too soon. All right, stay tuned. I'm branded Therapeutic Fragrance. Stay tuned for the review. All right, Color to the Juice. This is $150, 30 ml, 70-30. I'm going to go on this one. 70 feminine, 30 masculine, in my opinion. Woody or aromatic, it's billed as. Eugene and Emrys are the noses on this one. Elizabeth Rose is behind the house, the creative director behind the house. Her whole concept and idea for the perfume that she gave to them is behind this. Notes on this, launched in 2018. Notes are powder, orris root, palo santo, oakmoss, soil, fresh air. What is Brandon doing getting in love with powder? I'm getting in love with powder. I just am. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know I'd like powder fragrances. They just work on me. People love them on me. I actually find it pleasing. The real ingredient, the fake ones I can't, again, synthetic. It's just this linear thing I won't wash off my skin, but real orris, oh my goodness. Just something about this natural stuff. Orris was probably the most weird accident through all of this. But I would love that. Rose, I'm in the rose city. I see roses all the time. I cycle past them all the time. I get that. Jasmine, oh my goodness. Jasmine, for sure. If I knew that was the one flower I knew of coming in to perfume thing. Knew I loved it, but Orris came out of nowhere. And it is as far as the anytime I wear Orris, a perfume of Orris in it, almost always get a compliment on it. That happens with nothing else in my collection. Well, I have one perfume that is undefeated. And then other than that, the fragrances I love, my ouds, my Rouge L'Adors, my dark ones, nobody says anything ever. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into the fragrance here. Okay, from the brand, Paradisus is a lipstick and face powder fragrance that smells vintage and even a bit boudoir. Did I say that right? Boudoir. My French. For me, it starts out a bit dense and a tad soapy, the very opening. I'm starting to get a real feel for all things Eugene and Emrys, and their toolbox of perfume stuff. They definitely have their own stuff they're playing with, getting used to it. This is soft and dark. Now I get to see it. Palo Santo take a turn at the ingredient of orris. Root to powder smoke of love. The perfume does wonders off of my skin. Earthy backgrounds with the freshest of air mixed in. Smoky aromatic woods all at the same time. Let's try to break this down because everything's so in harmony. I don't want to interrupt anything. The Palo Santo is as vibrant as you've ever smelled. Orris root literally just helps other notes become their best. It's one of those notes that just know how to enhance everything else, like an ambergris. Some ouds have that effect. Sandalwood sometimes has that effect. But orris root does it like no other lady could. Like the women that are really unrecognized, but are the extreme beauty behind some men. This is how the orris root's coming off here, off the top and heart. I know that it's there and so presentable, but it pushes the Palo Santo in front of itself without any abandon of its own status and shows off the key characteristics of the wood, hiding all of its flaws. Oakmoss is listed. I don't get it at all in the top and heart. It just provides strength in the base to let everything else have a stage. Whatever they're using for the ozonic accord, yes, you smell that fresh air. I'm sure it's made up of their ambergris accord, the house accord that they made, just without some of the saltiness, seeness, but because it has a feel of the airiness that their other perfumes have. I'm talking about Euphoria. Eugene and Emrys are the knows behind for you, and they're using some of their ingredients in this perfume. So I am having luck with some brands telling me stuff like this on Instagram. Be sure to follow there. It's not a pitch to do that, but that's not here, but they're actually, I'll ask questions. I'm just like, okay, I just go ahead and ask away. And I've had a couple brands where they'll go into some details on notes of the perfume, different things of the perfume. So be sure to follow that kind of stuff. If anything intrigues you, I'm not telling you to go be a follower. That's up to you. But if a perfume especially intrigues you, my bottles are listed. They're easy to find. Find that bottle. Look at the comments. See if we got the perfumer to engage. I'm trying to make that part of this. That I want that information more than anybody. Talking to them like that. So little inside tip for you of stuff I'm trying to do. The unmistakable DNA of Euphoria is in the dry down. I can almost blind smell it at this time. Their orris root dried down. It just stays. That's what pushes it to the feminine side off my skin. I'm telling you, people love it. I like it. I really like it. I like it better than ISOE Super. I like it better than other stuff. So it's as far as what's out there, I like the dry down. So that would be, I mean, ISOE Super dry downs would be like in your Parfum de Marly's. What else has that? Some of your old school Chypres that don't get soapy. That if it's not soapy, usually it's ISOE Super they're using for the dry down. So I can't do soapy; it blows up. So that's why I prefer the ISOE Super. But this I'll take any day over those for my synthetic dry down. It's above and beyond all of them. 2 big transitions, 1 minor one. Very well blended. It feels like it is to the picture that was painted. The lipstick and boudoir. I'm getting better. I am. This is going to get docked a bit for price, as I don't see the ingredients really made up for the high $5 per ml price. But overall, great perfume, great composition. If you're into the powder perfumes, I mean, this is another level of powder. You're going to put your nose on this kind of powder. Scoring for Paradisus, House of Grey, Experience, a 13 out of 15. Branding and originality, 4 out of 5. Projection and sillage, 4 out of 5. Longevity, a 4 out of 5. Composition, 18 out of 20. Ingredients and price to ml, 19 out of 25. Top, 9 out of 10. Heart, 3 out of 5. The base, a 6 out of 10. Final score of 80. I could see this as somebody's signature scent. For me, this is just to lighten my personality up. I'm going to start transitioning this into some networking events and see if, I see more people come to me with this iris on than not. So those when I need that in my networking situations, I'm going to try it out for that. It's an all year long fragrance. Who do I see wearing this one? Eve. And then 3 to 5 sprays for me. Thanks for being on the journey. Thanks for helping me push perfume forward. Peace out. Be blessed, everyone. I have a longer walk now to the camera.